All right, we are back for Real Talk with Donnie Stevens, episode 4, part 2. We are treated with Ethan Purrington here today as our special guest, as we're going to talk a little bit about the balance of being a high school baseball player and a student as well. So Ethan plays for Lake Ridge High School here in Mansfield, Texas. He's on the JV team, starting pitcher and shortstop. He currently has a 4.0 GPA. And he is 44th in his class, which is really awesome. Hey, Ethan, glad to have you on there. How are you doing today?
Thanks for the opportunity. It's good. I'm feeling good.
You're welcome, man. I'm glad to have you on here. We're going to throw you on the hot spot today. We've got a couple of about 7 questions we're going to throw at you and see how you handle it, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, the first one, we'll get right to it, is how hard is it to balance between practices and the studying?
I kind of find it easy as me. I don't know. I kind of find school kind of easy, but it works out. So I mean, I'm not the average teenager. A lot of teenagers out there, if they play sports, they kind of procrastinate. They on game days they don't want to do homework, and then they just want to chill out for the rest of the week until the last minute when they just want to procrastinate and do everything at the end. I don't do that. I keep a good schedule. I keep good time management. I do a good chunk of homework on Sundays because I know I'll have a game on Monday. And I know I'm not going to want to do the homework on Monday because, I just want to chill out on game day before and after. Yep. And, during the week when we practice, it ends at a convenient time. And, it ends around 5:30, 6, sometimes 5, which is great. But, I kind of find myself, not struggling to get homework done before I can go to sleep. So, I don't find it very easy I find it easy to balance it.
Good deal. Moving forward, how do you mentally get prepared for a start when you know you're going to be the starting pitcher?
Yeah, so, when I know I'm going to be a starting pitcher, Coach will tell me, and I starting from there, I just think about, before the game even starts, before I even get on the field, that, my coach teaches me, certain mechanics, to lead with my hip and, stay out front on the ball, for, less reaction time for the hitter. I just think about certain mechanics I'm going to go through on the mounds, and when I get out there on the mound, I don't think about it. I just do it because I already thought about it, and it all comes natural when you get on the mound. You just let it go.
We all have a Major League Baseball player that we all look up to. I was always a big Roger Clemens fan.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorite pitchers of all time. What MLB starting pitcher do you look up to most and try to emulate when you're on the mound?
I really look up to Washington Nationals pitcher Max Scherzer. He's had a great season, great career, and every time before he even steps on that mound in the bullpen, when he's painting corners, throwing strikes, every time he just shoots it every time. And, it shows, big confidence in him. It's not like, big head confidence, more, a good confidence to have, when he gets there on the mound, he just, he burns it up, fires it in, he just goes at them hitters those hitters are good, and, he doesn't care. He just goes straight right at him. And, I don't know, a few games ago, I don't know, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, he started and he didn't throw a single ball in the game. Every single pitch, strike, painting corners, it's lighting them up. And, all these major league pitchers you see out there, like Clayton Kershaw and all these, Dallas Keuchel, they throw balls, it happens. Everyone throws balls, but, for a major league pitcher to throw, no balls and all strikes, it's crazy.
Almost unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. It is. Yeah. It is definitely. So, moving forward, if you could have any college recruit you and play D1 or in any type of college, where would you like to go and why?
Well, I don't have a certain college that I want to go to, but I just want to stay a little bit close to home, at most a 4-hour drive. I can go to Texas A&M. They have a good baseball program. TCU, they're close. UTA. All those close colleges.
I'm sure your parents would definitely stay close here in Texas.
Yeah,
definitely.
They do love watching me play baseball. I try to make it easy for them, but I like to stay close to home. And it's not just baseball. I try to look at schools for academics and what if they have my major. Not all colleges have the same thing, and I try to look for a certain college that has my major that I can get a degree in. Yeah.
Besides baseball, what other hobbies and activities are you interested in?
I do like to go fishing. I'm a big outdoorsman. I like to go fish with my buddies, my baseball buddies, when we're not playing. We just, go hang out together, good team chemistry, just go out there and fish. I do like to go hunting and shoot guns. It's really fun. You always got to stay safe, but, staying safe is fun all the time. And I do, in the past year, I have developed a hobby for dancing, country dancing, two-stepping and swinging. And, me and my girlfriend, Audrey, we've been practicing swinging, and it's really fun, just getting out there, doing it, whatever, no one cares. You don't care about who's looking at you, you're just having fun, looking at each other and, smiling together. It's really fun. Yeah.
Sounds like some fun stuff.
Yeah.
That's one thing dancing I'm not really good at, so you definitely wouldn't want me on there.
Yeah.
Now, everybody knows the major leagues. It's obviously one of the hardest sports to make it to the professional level. For some reason, if you're not able to get a shot at the majors, what are you going to fall back on? What are you going to study in college? What kind of career field are you looking to?
Yeah, I know. The major league's not meant for everybody. It's like less than 1% that you're going to go to the major leagues. That's statistics. But you can always have the dream. But I'll know when baseball's not going to work out for me in the future. But when I do, I want to be an aerospace engineer. I've really been a really big math guy, really big, physics and everything, and it's really, I'm not the average teenager. I love math and I find it fun to do, and but I do want to, get a master's in aerospace studies, aerospace engineering somewhere, and maybe go work at Lockheed Martin, maybe NASA one day. That would be great. What a dream. Yeah.
Sounds like you've got it figured out.
Yeah.
That's good. Lastly, one of the last questions we will ask is, baseball is a lot about failures and successes, a lot of ups and downs. In the past, what failure have you occurred with, and how have you learned from it?
Yeah, well, just recently on Monday, it was our second to last game, I was fired up to pitch. We were playing Waxahachie High School, and they're a good baseball team. They can hit the ball. They got good defense, and it was 4-2, and I was pitching great, and I was doing fine. And then all of a sudden, they just started like hit after hit, and I would get down in the count. That's probably why they would hit the ball. Hit it hard, and I was trying everything. I even threw a knuckleball in there, and I've been throwing good knuckleball, but that one did not move, and it went right down the middle, and he tattooed it. But I was throwing junk, throwing fastballs on the corners. They were just hitting the ball, and I got really frustrated because I set myself to high standards, high expectations, and I'm really competitive. And sometimes when I fail like that, I sometimes I'll let my emotions get a hold of me, and this happens. And I know that I've definitely learned from that. It's just not me that it makes an impact. It makes an impact on others. I'm like, the season just ended and summer ball starting to get into place, and I just got into a good team. With a good coach and everything. They've been looking forward to me. And I kind of let them down. But you got to learn from your mistakes. And you got to find better ways to channel your emotions. And I've definitely learned that this past week.
Well, we definitely appreciate having you on today, Ethan, taking time out of your busy schedule. Good luck with summer ball.
Thank you.
And I look forward to coming out and watching you the next couple of years at Lake Ridge High School.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll be back for part 3 in just a few minutes.